We're going to talk a little bit today about the proper installation and care and adjustment of the spray stake or water emitter in your Garden Master bucket garden. Hi, I'm Ted Hallett and I'm the Garden Master, and it's very important that you understand what the proper placement and care is of these spray stakes. So let's go over that a little bit here. So we're going to look right down here in this bag, and I'm going to pull one out here. This has obviously already been installed. First, just a couple maintenance tips. This is a very small orifice that's inside that the water sprays out of. Sometimes it can become clogged with organic material, or maybe some sediment or small sand that may have come up through your water system. Very easy to pull that out, flush that line so water sprays out of it, use it to clean off the stake, and then just tap it upside down on a solid surface to knock any debris out of there, rinse it out, and then put it back in. One other item also is this particular orifice on the back is made for shutting off your emitters. Don't do that. We've had some gardeners that they haven't planted the entire garden yet, so they shut off the water to that bag and stick their stake in there. The problem with that is, if you dry out the root medium, you kill all the bacterial action, microbe action in the soil, which we don't want to do. So never turn the water off to any of your bags. Once you start the system, keep the system running. Now, very, very important that you understand that you have the proper volume of water into each one of these bags. And I'm going to show you real quickly so that you understand the important part of the placement of the spray stake, which will help you determine that. When you put your spray stake in, it needs to be tilted back in the edge at the corner, but tilted back at about a 25-degree angle, and with the spray coming out about an inch above the soil line. Now what you should have at that angle is you should have a spray that comes out and covers pretty much the entire surface of the soil in the bag. If it's spraying out of the bag, then you need to reduce the supply. We don't use any type of pressure or volume reducers in the system. Don't believe in them. Just another mechanical device that can fail and cost you money. Just use a valve ahead of your irrigation control computer. And that valve is what you'll use to simply adjust the supply based on the requirements of your system. So, back to the spray. 25 degrees back. You'll turn on your system, and then you should see that covering the entire surface of the bag. And again, if it's spraying out of the bag, you need to cut your volume back a little bit with the valve that you have installed prior to the computer controller. If it's falling way short of all the surface area of the bag, then you need to open the valve a little bit more so that you have more volume to cover the bag. With that adjustment, 1 inch out of the soil, 25 degrees back, covering the entire surface, you should have at least 2 cups of water per each application. So your range is going to run, until you learn to perfect it with experience, your range should run between 2 cups and 4 cups. If it's over 4 cups, way too much water. Once it's set, you don't change that, ever. Makes no difference whether you've just planted it or it's in full production. It stays set for 1 minute, 4 times a day. Okay, so we're going to turn it on now so you can see what that looks like with the proper adjustment. Should come on any minute. You see here, we got a little bit too much, so we're going to cut the volume down by using the valve. Right there is about right. So as you can see, you have complete coverage. You have it hitting a little bit on the outside of the bag. You might have a little mist out of the bag, that's fine. It just runs for a minute. but the angle is critical, and adjusting the volume is critical. You should have, again, between 2 cups and 4 cups, ideally 2 cups in that 1 minute. So adjust the angle and the volume accordingly to where you get that. You simply would take one of these, put it in a pint jar or a quart jar, and see how much water is dispersed into that during that 1 minute time, and that'll let you know what you need to do for an adjustment. And until next time, happy gardening. This is Ted Hallett, the Garden Master. We'll see you later.